Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are watching us for the first time, please take your 1 second or two, subscribe to our channel so that you can be getting our well-analyzed videos. Ladies and gentlemen, Uganda is pleading, and the Ugandans have defeated dictator Museveni. As you remember, on Thursday, the 15th of January 2026, the residents of Uganda woke up and tiptoed to the polling station where they elected Bobi Wine as their preferred president, at least who will streamline Uganda to the next level, who will transform Uganda to the next level. But dictator Museveni has decided to rig the elections. The indications were all over that he is going to declare himself as the winner. You know it. But the toothless African Union has said that they did not see or they don't have any evidence of ballot stuffing in Uganda. That is a toothless African Union which is speaking. The Ugandans' voice have been shattered. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Uganda have won against dictator Museveni. Around 8 million people elected Bobi Wine, but General Museveni has decided to declare himself as the president-elect, meaning another 5 years of dictatorship in Uganda. Meaning, dictator Museveni has extended his 40-year rule after declaring himself as the winner. As we speak right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Ugandan Electoral Commission has declared Museveni as the winner. According to the Electoral Commission, it says that Museveni got 72% of the votes, which is 7 million. They say that General Museveni got 7,900,000 7.9 million votes, and Bobi Wine got, according to the Electoral Commission, it says that Bobi Wine got 2 million votes. But we all know thousands and millions of Uganda, they woke up to change, to chase away General Museveni home. But Museveni has stalled the election. What shows that Uganda have won against General Museveni? Like now, there is a certain lady from Uganda, but she is somewhere in USA. She is calling out ICC to come in so that they can salvage Uganda from this dictator, General Yoweri Museveni.
The International Criminal Court help us with dictator Museveni. Dictator Museveni is killing people in Uganda. Uganda is not, right now is a battlefield. Dear Ugandans, if you see my video, please repost this video. Please comment so that my video can go viral. Please hashtag International Criminal Court. Let my video go viral. Uganda is bleeding. I'm crying for my country because I love my country. I love my country. I traveled abroad because there is no jobs in my country. I studied. I went up to university. Being a Ugandan is not a crime. The International Criminal Court, help us with dictator Museveni. He's killing people. Right now he has abducted Bobby Wine. He's just censored by Chagulanyi Sentamu because he's the main opposition leader in Uganda. The International Criminal Court, help us. I'm crying for my country. I'm crying for the life of my children. I'm crying for my rights. The International Criminal Court, you need to do something.
We all know that the election process was marred by violence in Uganda. And at least 21 people have been killed around the country in recent days. The authorities have so far confirmed 7 deaths. Museveni and his cows have confirmed that 7 people have died. But according to our reliable sources, it shows that around 21 to 30 people have been massacred in Uganda. For how long is General Museveni going to kill our people? For how long? The signs were all over that Museveni and his son, they are going to rig the election. They started by cutting the internet in Uganda. They started by issuing threats to anyone who is going to oppose any outcome of the recent election. But ladies and gentlemen, all is not shut. All is not done. We can wake up and throw away this old man from power. Just imagine this 81-year-old elected as the president. There are some of the strange things and his family they have done in Uganda. Like now, Museveni's wife, Janet Museveni, is the Minister for Education. Is that normal? How can we keep quiet with this madness? Another thing, in Uganda, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who is Museveni's son, is the chief of Uganda's defense forces. How can we keep quiet? Like now, Kadize, Museveni's son, is the chief general of army commander. How can we keep quiet? Ladies and gentlemen, another thing, Museveni's brother by the name Salim Saleh is the presidential advisor and a former minister. How can we keep quiet with this madness? Another strange thing is that Bright Ruami Rama, the minister for animal industry, is Museveni's brother. How can we keep quiet, ladies and gentlemen? Shedrack Zaire, senior presidential advisor on defense, is Museveni's stepbrother. Another thing, Mariam Karugaba, administrator at the State House, sister-in-law of Museveni. And I'm not done. Listen, Sabieti Mzei, former Deputy Inspector General of Police, is the brother to Museveni. James Katera, ADS commander, cousin of Museveni's wife. Faith Mirembe, military ADS commander, cousin to Museveni's wife. Faith Mirembe, private secretary in education. How can we keep quiet of this madness? And I'm not through with that list. Henry Tumukunde, senior military officer, married a cousin of Museveni's wife. Hopi Nyaikairu, Under Secretary for Finance and Administration at the State House, cousin of Museveni's wife. Jolly Sabune, Managing Director, Cotton Development Authority, cousin of Museveni's wife. Natasha Museveni Karugire, Presidential Assistant in charge of State House, Museveni's daughter. Joseph Nkwau, Presidential Advisor on Veterinary Issues, Museveni's nephew. How can we keep quiet of this total madness, ladies and gentlemen? Alan Masiko, Special Forces Command's Intelligence Director, husband to Sam Kutesa daughter, the father-in-law of Muhonzi Kainerugaba. How can we keep quiet? So, ladies and gentlemen, the Uganda people have defeated Museveni by coming out in large number to elect Bobi Wine, Robert Kyagulanyi. But after this fake regime, this dictatorship, this dictator Museveni saw that the Uganda people have elected Bobi Wine, they have decided to rig in Museveni. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that in Africa there is no democracy, because most of the countries in Africa, they rig elections. Take a good example of Tanzania. Tanzania rigged election, meaning Uganda has followed, meaning the dictator in Kenya, William Ruto, also might copy what Samia and Kaguta Museveni have done. It seems that William Ruto might copy what these two dictators have done in Tanzania and in Uganda. Uganda, all is not lost. Also, the Uganda have defeated Museveni by coming out in large number to protest in Uganda. How can we keep quiet while our country is being driven by dictators? How can we? Uganda have come out in large number to end Museveni's dictatorship. Ugandans have come out in large number to end Museveni's nepotism I think you have seen how these generals are putting themselves in power. I think you have seen. We must end this madness in Uganda. Come out in large number to reject this rigging. Come out in large number to reject Museveni's madness. How can we be led by someone who got power through a coup, and he said that he will not get out of power through election, meaning he might get out of power through a coup? I thought that he said there is democracy in Uganda. Is this democracy? Is this democracy of stealing votes? What is your take, ladies and gentlemen?